This is Nathan for you. Alan Harikian is the owner of Spears TV. Ever since a massive Best Buy moved in, he's been finding it impossible to keep up with their aggressive pricing. If Alan dropped his prices so low to make his TVs virtually free, according to Best Buy's own policy, they would have to match that price too. He could buy up all their inventory for $1 and then resell those TVs.
It's a great idea.
It might take a little bit of work and time to do. Do you have a lot going on right now?
No, honestly don't.
Is the store even open?
I implemented a strict dress code requiring customers to wear formal attire just to enter the store. I then had all the dollar TVs moved to an area at the back of the store that could only be entered through a tiny 2-foot tall door.
So what stops customers from asking at the register about these TVs? Hey, I want to buy one of those $1 TVs. Thank you. Please get it for me now.
I met my team of buyers out back and gave them each the $1 they'd need to buy the TVs. I hung back at Spears to help Alan ensure that his inventory remained untouched. Just so you guys know, we do have a strict dress code, as you can see on the wall. I offered up a list of tuxedo rental stores in the area.
All of them are closed right now. Sorry.
To my surprise, a customer actually returned.
Oh, okay.
The customer may have been determined, but once he came face to face with our alligator, it was all over.
Was that a live alligator? What if he goes in there and the alligator attacks him?
After presenting the flyer to sales associates, my buyers were told that the company would not honor their price match. I left the shop and headed over to Best Buy to see if I would have any better luck myself. I was denied a price match too. I'm gonna count to 3.
Yeah, that would do it. Security.
I couldn't believe it. How could Best Buy, one of my favorite companies...
Yeah, sure.
As far as I'm concerned, you're entitled to those TVs. I've decided to file a class action lawsuit against Best Buy on your behalf.
On his behalf, in his name.
I couldn't live with myself if Alan ended up broken homeless because of my actions. I came across a surefire way to legally protect him from Best Buy, a diagnosis of insanity.
Yeah, let's build him a reputation.
So I'm very concerned about my friend. Maybe has some sort of psychological issue. He believes he's the manager of an electronics store.
Completely ruining that man's life.
We put an alligator inside a small door, a small room basically with a small door. You have to be dressed nicely, maybe a suit, tie, nice shoes.
Wow, that is so interesting.
That is so interesting.
What did you get from him? What sense?
He's not rooted in reality. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, read the writing on the wall. Alligators, little doors.
Is that woman actually a therapist? What?
Is there any way you could put that in writing for me?
Sure.
With proof of Alan's insanity.
Without even checking that man's background? Like going to that store?
If you had an insider from Best Buy that could testify as to the price match policy, that's relevant.
I put up an ad to recruit Best Buy employees for a new reality show called Retail Dating. The plan was to pose as another retail employee. Because she mentioned she liked alternative music, I decided to...
You're not pale enough, Nathan.
See the coin?
I see it. I think I've seen that before.
But do you also know how it works?
Sometimes someone will come in with a legitimate price match, and if I'm not feeling it, I'll just be like, no. You guys ever do that, or?
Oh, I've seen it happen, yes.
At Best Buy? Mm-hmm. You've seen what?
Other people not do it because
not do the price match?
Could you please form an entire sentence? Please mention Best Buy and price match policy.
Even though I had what I needed, I decided to stay for the private salsa lesson.
Hola, buenas tardes. How are you guys doing? You're supposed to move your shoulders, your hips.
Oh, she's totally into it.
Once our date was over, we said our goodbyes.
Nice meeting you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. The potential of an ugly courtroom battle was becoming a scary reality, and the only people who could screw it up were my team of TV buyers. How did you find out about that promotion?
It was a flyer that was in the...
A flyer? Mm-hmm. Did anyone tell you to go to Best Buy that day?
Yes. I mean, no.
May I remind you that you're under oath?
Right away, my buyer's lack of confidence began to concern me. To make matters worse, when I showed Judge Filosa the damning evidence,
A witness has to be in court, otherwise you can't introduce their testimony.
when I arranged a meetup to ask her if she would be willing to testify in person, she wasn't at all interested.
I'm actually surprised she showed up.
For all I know, you're crazy.
At least he's not on drugs like you. There's something wrong with her eyes.
I realized I'd become no better than the corporation I was trying to defeat. That in my efforts to take down Best Buy, I became the worst guy. Could have kept pursuing this lawsuit, get the court testimony I needed from another Best Buy employee, but I didn't want to break the heart of another angel.